Do you think BP should suspend dividend payments and executive bonuses until the spill is cleaned up? And also, do you think the U.S. government should repeal the special tax breaks given to BP, like the $4 billion in subsidies that was reported last weekend?
Well, let me say number one, the determination of whether to suspend dividend payments or executive bonuses is going to have to be made by the BP Board of Directors. And remember, BP is a corporation that is not organized by the laws of any state in the United States. It is a British corporation and thus subject to British corporate law. The point that I would make about issues such as this is that there are a lot of pension funds, both in the United States and elsewhere, that have heavily invested in BP stock. And even though the BP stock has gone down by 50%, a suspension of dividend payments is going to have a direct impact on the pensions that these pension funds, and a lot of them are public employee pension funds, will be able to pay the pension holders. Again, I've always been in favor of American corporations having executive pay and bonus packages be put on a mandatory ballot in the proxy statement of their shareholders, because essentially that's the shareholders' money. And if I were on the board of directors of BP, which I am not, this depends, a bonus depends upon how well they do, which is basically how the bottom line is, and the bottom line is tanked there, so I don't think they deserve any type of executive bonus. But again, remember, this is the shareholders' money. Now, in terms of various types of incentives, if it applied to BP, I would not have a problem, cutting that off. The concern that I have is that if you cut off these kinds of incentives, the people who will be hurt the most will be the small independent drillers. And if they can't make a go of it with these kind of bonuses, then you're going to see a further consolidation in drilling with the biggies, which include firms like ExxonMobil and Royal Dutch Shell, and you're going to essentially freeze out the smaller independent drillers from the market. And that's going to mean less competition and higher cost to consumers in the end.